Hi, my name's Andy, I'm an avid language learner, and today's video will be about Slavic languages. Hi there, the Slavic languages are those spoken in Eastern Europe mainly, and they're broken down into three distinct family of languages. You've got the Eastern Slavic languages, which are Russian, Ukrainian, Belarus, and the Western Slavic languages are Polish, Czech, Slovak, and a few other languages, and the Southern Slavic languages are Serbian, Croatian, Bosnian, Slovene, Bulgarian, etc. The Slavic languages are pretty much similar to each other in that if you compare the group of Slavic languages with the group, or the family I should say, family of Romance languages, there are much more loan words or cognates between the languages. So you often hear people speaking different Slavic languages with each other and being able to understand a huge percent. So an example of this is, I know somebody who is Polish, and she speaks with a lady from Slovakia, and the Slovakian lady can speak some Polish, but she doesn't have, she's not fluent in the language. She's just can understand, about 80% of what the other person says, and she tries to answer back in some Polish words, but you can tell it's a mixture of kind of like hybrid Slavic language. And I myself have understood bits of conversations of people that I've heard who are speaking, for example, say Bulgarian, and I can understand some of the words they're saying. So for example, like Dobry din in Russian, Dobar dan in Croatian and Serbian, and Dzień dobry in Polish all sound quite similar to each other. So if you know 2-3 Slavic languages, it probably makes it a lot easier to learn another Slavic language. Having said that, there are some quirky differences between the languages. Not all languages are phonetically exact. Now that means that, for example, in Polish, how the letters are written is not always how they're pronounced. So a good example is the two words może, which means I can, and morza, which is the sea, are pronounced completely differently, but pronounced exactly the same, but spelt completely differently. And other Slavic languages are phonetically exact. So, for example, Croatian and Czech, those two languages are exactly as they're written is how they're pronounced. So an example of this is also, say for example, German, whereas English isn't phonetically exact, because you'd have words like bow and bow spelled differently but pronounced the same, so that's kind of similar to Polish. Most Slavic languages have case endings, so for example, same as in German, you'd have the accusative, dative, nominative case, and according to which case you're in, you'd have a different verb ending. An exception to this is Bulgarian, it doesn't have case endings at all. So if you want to crack into a Slavic language and not have to worry about cases, then you could start with Bulgarian. Another quirky thing is in Slovene, a language quite similar to Croatian and Serbian, has something called the dual case. So if you're referring to one person, then you'll have to use a different verb ending if you're referring to two people. So a bit similar to Arabic and other languages that have that. So let's try and speak some Russian, some Polish and some Croatian. Привет, меня зовут Анди, и мне нравится учить языки. Мне нравится русский язык. И я попробовал учить немного по-русски 5 лет назад или 4 года назад. Я могу говорить немного по-русски, но я не могу писать это, потому что мне лучше нравится учить языки в аудио. So I speak a little bit of Russian, not too much, just a conversational level, and I use it when the customers come in the shop and they're from Russia, Ukraine, sometimes other areas where they speak Russian as a second language, like Latvia, Lithuania.
Na niemiecką blockflute i na angielskim recorder. Na angielskim języku mamy drugaczne imiona za metalną i drewno. Uredu sfieram wielka flauta, jest wielka i ewo neki mali. Imam 4 flautu i imam 10 flautu uredu. Grał sam ovo već nekoliko godina. Pridružio sam se orkestru prije 3 godine. 24. studentog će biti koncert. Ovaj put imam 40 svirači. Sve sviraju flautu. 40 ljudi sviraju flautu. Sviramo klasičnu glazbu, narodnu glazbu i druge vrste glazbe. Otherwise...
Poniedziałek, wtorek, środa, czwartek, piątek, sobota, niedziela.